Kevin O'Leary of the Shark Tank once again plasters Judge Engoron's decision on New York, basically implying that New York is not valid for business anymore. He says this is no longer about Trump, and Kevin O'Leary is not a Trump fan. He's not advocating for or against him at all. He's just saying, look, just for self-preservation, New York, you're about to destroy yourself in trying to go after Trump. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. Let's watch a little bit of Fox News first, then we'll get to Kevin O'Leary and another article.
If he's got the money, is he going to use it for the campaign or to give it to Letitia?
So the news is that Trump is getting very close to raising that $500 million. And now the question is, does he actually use it and give it to Letitia James and the corrupt Engoron and the corrupt New York system? Or does he just say, forget you, I'm going to spend it on my campaign, which I think is wise. I think he should force Letitia James to take Trump Tower and forever put that one in the history books, that the Democrat Party should never, ever be trusted with power ever again. It could be that kind of a moment that Letitia James and Judge Engoron don't understand what they're doing in trying to spite Trump.
I guess I'm not that surprised because I got the sense from the former, he did not want them touching his properties. I mean, from a political standpoint, it would be great for the president, people seeing.
Nah, I don't think Trump cares if they touch his properties. I really don't. I think he wants the presidency even more than his properties. I think Trump will always have money and property, hundreds of millions of dollars. The one thing he doesn't have that is out of his reach but will come soon is a second presidency. And that's what's coming. You can't buy that with money. There's no amount of money in the world that can replace that, guys. You and I might think, hey, a good $1 billion, that would pay a lot. That's the difference between Trump and Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama likes the soft life and the multiple properties. Trump wants to be president more than he wants to be a billionaire with property.
Numerous businesses have ended plans to relocate into New York because of the fabricated witch hunt against me. They see what is going on and want no part of it.
And now these are businesses around the world are saying no to New York, and that's bringing concern to Kevin O'Leary, a businessman.
The average person doesn't understand the trial that he went through where he was found liable for $500 million. Because people don't understand valuations and stuff like that, dealing with banks. How do you explain it to people, what happened?
I'll tell you how I explain it. It's a complete fraud. It's a puppet show, but Kevin O'Leary probably has better words than I.
So I tell people this is no longer anything to do with Donald Trump whatsoever. This is very concerning to what you think of as the American brand. The reason we're the #1 economy on earth is we provide stability in financial markets through transparency, appellate systems in court, guarantee of law, property rights.
Notice he didn't say anything about that is pro-Trump. He didn't say anything like, I like him, I like the way he talks, I like his policy. No, he came out and said, as a neutral person watching, the Democrats are coming in and politicizing everything. The Democrats are ruining things, redistributing wealth and destroying business in New York because of politics. This is not about Trump's politics. This is about the Democrat Party overreach. And the more damage they do to Trump in New York, the more the United States is going to agree with Trump. This is about Trump versus the state, not Trump versus Biden.
And here is a situation which is getting focused all around the world of a particular case, does not matter that it's Donald Trump, where an individual has had against an infraction an unduly high penalty. Many people feel that on a bipartisan basis, probably infringed on the 8th Amendment, has not been tested yet. Mm-hmm. And that is where the problem lies.
And let's send this up to the Supreme Court. Trump has said, we'll get to this article, but Trump is saying he's willing to take it to the Supreme Court. And that's where the 8th Amendment on fair, you can't overly burden someone. You can't be unfair with your
Most of us that are investors in financial services want the process to continue and get an appellate court involved here for a second set of eyes. The way I view this and the way it's viewed internationally is this was like dress-up court with kids running some kind of a Halloween party with no adult supervision. We need the adults now. We need the adults to look at this.
That's Engoron and Letitia James, our dress-up court, fake court, play court. That's Democrats. Not real court, not real law. We have to get to an appellate court, Kevin O'Leary says. Let's get it up to appellate, meaning appeals. That's where the word appeals come from. Let's get it up for an appeal to find out the truth. Here's another article. Trump vows to fight New York AG case all the way up to the Supreme Court, unquote, as deadline to post $454 million looms. This is on Fox News. Former President Trump said he will fight the ruling out of the New York Attorney General Letitia James's case all the way to the Supreme Court if necessary, telling Fox News Digital that, quote, they can't take away your property before you've had a chance to appeal. So Letitia James is going for his property, and Trump is saying, no, you have to give me a chance to appeal. Trump, the 2024 presumptive GOP presidential nominee, and his legal team have appealed and requested a stay on his $454 million civil fraud judgment. He is required to post the bond by Monday after this weekend. In an exclusive interview with Fox News Digital, Trump reflected on the merger of his Trump Media and Technology Group, the parent company of Truth Social, which shareholders have now voted to make a publicly traded entity today. The company is worth nearly $8 billion, and that puts Trump's share at $3.5 billion minimum. Trump also noted he has nearly $500 million in cash and other properties, driving massive amounts of money that he said have very little, if any, debt. So he's got the money. Quote, that doesn't mean I'm going to give money to a rogue and incompetent judge, Engoron, the puppet of a contempt attorney general, of a corrupt attorney general who's failing with violent crime and migrant crime, and whose only purpose in life is attempting to get Trump. Trump told Fox News Digital on New York Judge Arthur Engoron and Letitia James about those two fraudsters. Now you're caught up on the news, guys, on Trump. This is the big stuff, because this I only care about what affects the Trump candidacy, the Trump campaign, and Trump being president. I only care about what happens with this chunk of money going to support Trump's campaign versus going to pay the corrupt Engoron, which I think Trump has plenty of money. He could pay it, whatever. It's just going to tie him up a little bit. And he's going to win this election, because you and I know you can't trust a government that'll take seize your property for your politics. Are you kidding me, people? We ain't voting for this stuff. Let me know if you're voting for Trump in the comments below. I'm Doug in Exile.